Hello everyone, Sara back with better lighting. It's daytime now, so I'm taking the opportunity to do finally do the video of my quite enormous cassette haul. So this will be all about cassettes, this video. And yeah, I have a cat here in my lap, so that's why I'm petting. I'm not petting myself, I'm petting the cat. Anyway, welcome everybody. We're playing some smooth music in the background. You know, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm getting old, but yeah, I picked this up as well. Chicago is their second album. I pretty much picked up this because it was cheap, and I really love their debut album, Chicago Transit Authority. I have that on vinyl. I bought that at a fair a couple of years ago. So yeah, I picked that up, so it's playing in the background. It's pretty cool. I quite like the jazz rock mix, so it's okay to listen to on a cloudy day, which it is today, believe it or not. But also picked up their third album here, so they had more. All of this I picked up different times at the same place, a thrift store here nearby. But they had more Chicago laying around, you know, greatest hits and all of that. But I'm only like interested in this the three first albums. Then it gets too smooth for me, you know. The second album is on the border for me, yeah. But if you're gonna listen to Chicago and start somewhere, so start with the first album. A friend of mine just said you have to listen to this when we were at the fair together, because when I thought of Chicago, I thought of quite cheesy rock. So I wouldn't have given them a chance if it wasn't for him. So anyway, some more stuff which can be a bit seen as a bit cheesy maybe, but I quite like this. It's instrumental, quite spacey music, so it's something to just lay down and relax to. And it's Sky. It's the first album here. Areola, very nice. I listened to this the other night, late in the evening, and it was really nice to listen to. Also the same night I listened to Sky 2. There also, same Areola label there. And I picked up their third album as well, but haven't listened to that yet. A bit more boring cassette there. I really like the labels, you know, or tapes in different colors. So anyway, the first three Sky albums. I do believe I got a vinyl copy of the first album from a friend of mine too. Tom Robinson Band, Power in the Darkness. On EMI there. I recognize the song 2468. Now it's a bit too smooth for me also, but maybe I haven't listened to this yet, but I've seen that logo on vinyl, copies of this before, so as it was cheap. All of these cost 5 Swedish crowns. That's like just under $1 or so. Okay, found some more Frank Zappa. This is where I found the other one as well. So that one with the chrome dioxide so it's very good sound quality on this one. Really nice. CBS. Have a couple of tapes, quite many, so I will go through them quite fast here. Some Supertramp. What? Crisis? What Crisis? I got this on vinyl. It's quite good. I quite like Supertramp this period. Yeah, bit cheesy, but yeah, quite nice. And also give a little bit, you know, this one, of course, even in the quietest moments, Supertramp have this, got this vinyl as well from the same friend that gave me Sky. So I had to get that. They had more Supertramp, but it's more, even more the cheesier stuff. So first ever, Leonard Cohen, I'm Your Man, also has the chrome tape there. Never really listened to Leonard Cohen, but maybe this is a good start. Or any of you that likes Leonard Cohen, maybe you can tell me what to listen to, what to check out. Santana, Beyond Appearances. Now this is quite late Santana here, 84, but I picked this up anyway. I really liked the first Santana albums. Manfred Mann's Earth Band, Watch. 78. Quite like a bone white yellow tape here. Weird color. Okay, Iron Hunter with the best title ever, maybe. You're Never Alone with Schizophrenic. really nice. Crystal is there. It's quite cool cover as well. I'll take the Swedish ones in the end. So this was a really good find for me. Trace Birds. Trace is a Dutch prog band from Holland, of course. Dutch prog band. All of these titles has to do with birds, almost every one of them. Yeah, really good, especially the instrumental parts. This is Rick van der Lieden, I believe, was a member of Exception. You know, this band, the vinyl I got from René, which is quite cool. So has quite a lot of classical parts as well. But this was one of my favorite finds out of this this pile of tapes. NCC. Now this is maybe a bit too cheesy for me. They had several 10cc stuff, but I picked up the stuff from the 70s, this from 75. I've also got some of the vinyl for free from a friend. I will show that later on. This one, the original soundtrack. Can't help it, but I like that cover. Philips there. Fleetwood Mac. Now, maybe I shouldn't have picked this up. Tusk. I should pick up their first vinyl, the first records, really, but I had to pick this up because I really love that tape as well. Orange! It's not often you see that. So, really cool. Actually, it sounds very good. You know, you never know if you pick up old tapes, if they're, you know, they're not working, they're totally worn out or not, but that one sounded great. This is also a bit cheesy. This is the cheesy tape hole. Meatloaf, Dead Ringer. They had more Meatloaf, but yeah. Chromium dioxide here. Quite like that cover, even though it's very macho. The only Meatloaf I have on vinyl is what I've been given to me free. I'm not a huge fan. Okay, this was also one of my favorite finds. The Nilsson Schmilsson. As I picked up his second vinyl, very worn, but a while back, and also single from that. Just a couple of weeks ago I found this tape with his first on RCA. Really looking forward to listen to this. My first ever Van Morrison. Yeah, it's from the 80s here now, but either way I had to pick that up. Come on, come on! Mercury, forest green Mercury label there. Have to have some coffee now, as you can tell by my tiny little eyes. My Bo Hansson mug. Now it's to the Swedish stuff. This I showed in a video I did before, so I'll just show it fast. Björn Jason Lind, Raggy, flute player, prog. More Merit Hevison, just because it was cheap and I never actually seen her stuff on cassette, so Hoven Droven. I have to say, you rarely find good stuff on cassette. You just find the Swedish dance band stuff. So I'm like taking what I can, buying what I found here. This was a really interesting find, even though it's one of the later albums. Kebnekaise, Vi drar vidare. Now they don't. You can tell that this is not as brilliant as their first 3 albums, because it's on Mercury now, yeah, so it's not on the Silence label anymore. But you know, Kebnekaise, when they spelled with an I instead of a J there, they were brilliant, you know. You have to check out their first 3 albums. Their second one, the Icy Blue, and the third one with a John Bauer painting. Great stuff. But this has its moments, even though I miss Håkansson on guitar, so it has some bright moments as well. Either way, I couldn't leave it a Kebnekaise tape there. Okay, Nationalteatern. One of the most known bands out of the Swedish prog scene. It's really nice to have a cover that way. Kåldolmar och kalsipper. Now this is quite hard to find on vinyl, so this is like music theater. Very weird story here. You can tell by the cover, you know, see that little girl. It's pretty hard to see on a cassette, but you can see that on the vinyl issue of this. Hoola Bandoola Band. Free information, also some prog stuff. Mostly picked this up because of, I know, my father listened a bit to Hoola Bandoola Band, so I never gave them a chance back then, so I will right now. This is really good find. I also showed this one, but it was quite dark, so Vero Tusenden, Tältorkestern, Tältprojektet. This was what it looked like in daylight. Really nice. Nacksving there. Someone has written a bit here, but that's okay. making it a bit more personal for that person, yeah, but okay, some more kind of prog. This I try to play, but I don't know if it's too worn out, so I will try to clean and overlook it, maybe try to open it, but Vildcactus, Natten, supposed to be some prog phonogram there. You can tell it's pretty worn. One has to take a chance for that cheap, so maybe I get that working. Röda kapellet. Party music. Now, one quick look at this and it looks like dance band stuff, but it's pretty prog stuff, but it's a bit more, I think it's on the border here too, maybe too cheesy or happy for me, but very interesting out of a lyrical point of view in that case. Never seen this before, so this is going by fast. Some more coffee. Sorry for the stack of DVDs that's all my music DVDs, so I have to find a way to organize them, to stack them somewhere. But I have to make a video and show those sometime, because they are pretty good DVDs there. Also my VHS metal tapes. But anyway, Knytkalas, Oktober, Fria Proteatern Knytkalas. Some more Swedish prog, so pretty typical political prog things. All in Swedish. It's my first ever Cornelius Vreeswijk, and you guys, you Swedes or Scandinavians, know what I'm talking about. Cornelius is a very famous singer, songwriter here. Just him and his guitar, you know, did Swedish songs. Some were very ironic and fun, but had a seriousness to them as well. And they made a movie of about Cornelius a few years back, where the frontman, the old frontman for Turbo Negro, played Cornelius actually. But I've seen Cornelius when I was... He's not alive anymore, but I've seen him lots of times on TV when I was a child, so I had to pick up some Cornelius, hoping this will be a very fun album. One needs a bit of fun, and I'm ending with that, you know, the fun stuff, because this is, I think, almost only the Swedes know what I'm talking about when it's I showed these. You know, these are Svenska Ords revyglaset i örat and diverse svenska ljud. Ja. Änglamark, att han gör en brygga, and so on this one. I haven't heard this one, looking forward to it. No, this is, I feel like I'm born in the 40s or so, but 40s or 50s, but this is comedy stuff, old comedy stuff. I grew up with this stuff, you know, my parents listened to this stuff, and most of all I saw these movies and the series, the TV stuff. They did programs, very well known for you that want to check out Swedish old comedy stuff. Hans Alfredsson, Tage Danielsson, a very well-known actor in Sweden. Just the Ekman classic. Also Monica Zetterlund, which was a great Swedish jazz singer. I really like her voice. So you Swedes know what I'm talking about. I had to pick up a few of these up. They had plenty of them. And of course this. Hans Alfsson sjunger Blommig folkkorv och andra visor för barn. This is one of the actors there singing Swedish children's songs. Very, very fun, of course. You gotta have this. So I'm trying to end this on the light side there. In my next video I will be doing a metal update. You know, I've been showing too little metal stuff this last month, and yeah, I've been picking up some metal, and I gotta show that. I found out as I was going through my shelves and crates that I had gotten some stuff that I really haven't shown yet here. So some stuff I did buy a couple of months ago, so in my next video that's what I'll be presenting to you guys. A good day.